It isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Johnson is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Barkley. Then there's Yao. And it's Ion in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Passes to West. Here's Dragic. Little turnaround. Reed misses. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the pass to Johnson. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Great positioning on the putback.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
So for the Suns, Derek Favors checked in for Yao. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Johnson. The Thunder also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for West. And it's Slim in for Naz Reid. And the jump by Capella.
Capella taking a crack and stays focused on the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Clint Capella, 1 shot.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Capella.
Capella has finished in the top 3 in offensive rating for a couple of years now. And he's up there in most years with the highest field goal percentage in the league.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Screen by Barkley. Brogdon the pass to Ion. Capella against Barkley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Again, Phoenix.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dragic. A shot off that time. Good D by Brogdon. Suns leading by 6. Booker draws the double. Barkley kicks to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And let's review some numbers for Booker. Putting up about 25 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Nice to see Brogdon just step into one from the mid-range.
Outside, Dragic. Pass to Slim. From down low. That one good for 2. Slim's got 5 points so far.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Barkley with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brogdon. Again, Brogdon missing. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
To the lineup for the Thunder.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Phoenix leading by 6. Booker outside. Pass to Brogdon. Barkley with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Favors. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's
And
his
let's
first
see the stat sheet here on Malcolm Brogdon. How last month turned out for him, 12th in free throw percentage. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. And that one falls for Favors.
And one thing Favors always brings to the table is the threat of a double-double. Night in and night out, he makes an impact with his play inside.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And so George will bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 7. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Booker. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points.
How calm was SGA on that one? That's not an easy shot.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
At the line for
That one on
Phoenix,
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Malcolm Brogdon.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
First free throw is good.
You know, Brogdon being the Rookie of the Year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's George. 11 points in the game. Here's Slim, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. He has 7.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
The pass to Favors. The shot by Brogdon wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Brogdon's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
They set the pick. Here's George. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For the Thunder, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Paul George. And Van Exel subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Suns leading by 6. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Here's Barkley. Good work defensively by Capella. The Thunder have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brogdon. Pass to Slim. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Back to Brogdon. Booker outside. Lets it go from 11. That one doesn't go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Capella with a screen on Booker. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Slim's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Van Exel against Booker. Now, here's Van Exel. Tight defense on him. He gets it in there. Van Exel's got 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Thunder, West comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Naz Reid in for Slim. Johnson with it. West picks him up. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Right wing. From the baseline. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Back to Harrison. Now trying to get open. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Johnson dishes to Yao, and Yao slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Johnson against Van Exel. To the middle, here's West. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of me. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Van Exel against Johnson. Here's Van Exel. He's got 6. No good there. Good work defensively by Yao. Bridges, right side. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Thunder trailing by 4. Now, here's Van Exel. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander finds West. Hunter on the wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
And with Mikal Bridges, he's a player who knows his role and plays his role as well.
I think he's one of those guys who comes from a great system. He came into the league with incredible discipline and incredible awareness of where it is he can impact the game. That's why you see the 3-and-D effect that Mikal Bridges has had on the NBA.
Yao's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Reid the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And the Thunder with some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Hunter. Caldwell Pope comes in for Van Exel. And it's Dragic in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson against Dragic. Pass to George.
2 minutes.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. George has got 16 points.
And trying more and more to utilize the 3-pointer, it's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Bridges against George. Bridges passes to Yao. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time.
Shaquille Harrison.
That'll be his second
That's his
foul of the
second
game.
personal foul. Third team foul.
.132 left to play in the third. West a screen on Johnson and taken away by Johnson. Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is up and in. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Now, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Suns. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Kicks it to Bridges. He dishes it to Young. Passes it to Kaminsky. Shoots over Reed, and the Suns tack on 2 more. 46 seconds left in the third. West a screen on Johnson. Dragic against Johnson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And stolen by Yao. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Harrison, guarded by Reed. Here's Johnson, count it from 12. Johnson's got 10.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Down low and stolen by Yao. Bridges, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Come on, fans.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Oklahoma City right now, Naz Reid out there with Paul George. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dragic. And it's West in at the 5. Home in the paint.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Suns on defense. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And stolen by Yao. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Dragic. Harrison kicks to Johnson. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Yao. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the pass to West. Shoots over Bridges. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from West.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
George against Bridges. Here's Johnson. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
No good from Dragic.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Goes up at the stripe. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Bridges. Bridges has got his third assist on the night. Thunder trailing by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Johnson attacking. Here's Harrison. Yao trying to break free. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 18.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
To the paint. It's stolen by Kaminsky. On the wing, Bridges. Defended by George. Johnson outside. Kaminsky sets the pick for Johnson. Going inside. Reed with the block. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Dragic against Johnson. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Harrison. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third personal foul.
KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
At the line for the Thunder, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Derek Favors checked in for Yao. Barkley comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Booker, he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And Brogdon subbed in for Johnson. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Phoenix leading by 16. Brogdon outside. On the wing, Bridges. Barkley inside. Guarded by Reed. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's George. Rebound by the Suns. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Dragic. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Barkley. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the Suns making a change here. Ion's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Barkley.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Booker against Van Exel. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns a fast break. And they'll get another chance. For 3, Brogdon. Can't hit that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And a wide open look for Capella. No good with the triple. Suns leading by 19 points. At the top of the key, Favors. Passes it to Booker. The 3. It's good from long range. Booker's got 25 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Van Exel against Booker. Van Exel no good. Here's the Suns with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Brogdon the pass to Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the pass to Slim. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Brogdon kicks to Favors. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Barkley down low. Capella's there. Shots good by Barkley.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Van Exel. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Here's Ion. Pass to Barkley. 5 to shoot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's his
And you
third
have to
personal
like
foul.
how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Phoenix making some changes. Yao comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Johnson in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Barkley.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
They set the pick. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they continue the road trip heading out to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. And then on Wednesday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
First one falls for him. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Ione. Now Barkley. Shoots over Capella. And good from Barkley on the assist from Ione. Barkley's got 12 points here in the second half. Van Exel against Johnson. Van Exel passes to Slim. From 13 feet, it goes down. Slim's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Screened by Barkley. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Slim's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. 6 to shoot. Hunter, no one around him. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, pretty good setup from the team there as Hunter's able to focus in on that one.
Johnson outside from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Slim's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Van Exel. Rebound by Yao. Suns leading by 17. Johnson with it. He takes it in, and then Johnson with the dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that was huge!
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And powered down the down.
And Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Passes it to Yao. Booker outside. Barkley against Capella. And then Barkley with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They've got to like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Barkley slams it home.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Slim. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Assisted by
16 points for Slim.
Capable of running the offense, and now a new one for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Johnson outside. And the pass to Booker. Now, here is Barkley. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Barkley, no good. Thunder trailing by 17. 13 feet away. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Phoenix.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
These are the type of games for Gilgeous-Alexander where the promise of his future looks incredibly bright.
Booker against Capella. And Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And Booker kicks to Barkley. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 17.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
27 seconds left in the fourth. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Slim passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Now Johnson. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.